Hi, I'm the author of the book, Make Me a Billionaire. Today, I will show you simple-to-use wealth charts for different personality types that will help you in your career and journey of business and entrepreneurship. If you're watching this video, I would like to believe, you give as much importance to wealth creation, as you do for your career and personal well-being. As they are inseparable. Whether you are a professional working for someone, or an entrepreneur starting a new business, I believe wealth creation is equally important to you. Some of you consider and believe to be the master of your destiny and looking to take control over your current situation and the job. And for few of you, working under a difficult leader or an organization could be the reason why you may be thinking of starting a new business. Or looking for a side hustle which helps you make some extra money. Or your current low-paying job is not helping you manage your expenses. Or you simply believe you can be a great entrepreneur one day. And after your reasons to create wealth is established and solidified around an idea to build a product or a service, you set out to define your path, and be the master of your destiny. And when you have no great idea to build a product that helps in your dreams, the best way would be to follow the market trends and define your product and service around the trend. In this case, you prefer to be the follower than a leader in the business. Assume you figured all of that and started a new venture. Or some of you might have already started a company. Or a side hustle. What happens next? Being the master of your destiny, running a business or a side hustle overwhelms you. You realize that it comes with the cost of work-life balance and is a full-time job. You will come to believe that business is all about sales, revenue, top line and bottom line. Most importantly, a number game. Where growing business equates to asset and wealth creation and which requires business acumen and financial intelligence. How does that affect large population around the world? Some of us will accept the new reality and try to adapt. Few of us feel lost when things overwhelms us and when it beyond our capabilities. And some of us get depressed and isolate when failures knock us down. Some of us get worried about our future. Some of us accept that hustling is the only out and put extra hours to learn and adapt. And a small percentage of us succeed. Why is that a small percentage succeed when majority of us do not? The reasons can be found in my book, Make Me a Billionaire. Here, I debunk the myths surrounding entrepreneurship. Reveal the success secrets of the billionaires. What they avoid articulating or explaining and most importantly wealth creation for an entrepreneur. This book also helps those who are in job and are looking for a side hustle or start their own business. How can certain type of people manage very well to life situations and achieve greater success in life while others don't? When we talk about personality types, you may be looking for 16 personality types like INTJ, ENTP. Although, these personality types are useful in identifying our capabilities, inclination, profession that can be pursued for good results, it however will not help us to understand how we could grow and become successful individuals, take quantum leap to achieve desired results to create wealth. Therefore, the classification shown here is a better way for self-evaluation on personal growth and wealth creation. There are three broader classifications, namely, Type A Alpha, Type B Beta, Type C Gamma, each having their own specific qualities that make them who they are as individuals. Type A Alpha is further classified as Type A Alpha Newcomer, Type A Alpha Millionaire and Type A Alpha Billionaire. So, how can we differentiate them? What are the criteria for understanding the difference? The factors include the following. How they compete within the group and the population. Qualities established while in business. In relationships. And the success with life partners. Social dominance, which includes power, authority and acceptance in social hierarchy. Economic dominance, which includes influence, financial independence and wealth creation. Basically there are four subtypes within the major types. They are classified into two primitive and two advanced types. What you see in movies is the extreme representation of primitive type which has created stereotypes about them. Also media like to talk about them extensively. Advanced types are the evolved types which have moved out of the animalistic alpha nature and found a place in business and professions and succeeding in them. Primitive A1 for example, when faced with situation to compete would say, I win, you will lose and you will always lose against me. This is total domination of the species and closely resemble animal counterpart. Moderate type is a modified version which accepts defeats in some case but would eventually win. What is interesting is the advanced types. In today's time, we have alphas in business who have evolved and need not have to compete with anyone. They create their own niche. In contrast to this, a large set of population, which comes under type B beta category, compete differently within the group and outside of the group. They are more aligned to what we call as group thinking. And they look to please and win over people rather than compete. They look for consensus among the group. The reason being that this group was probably in the bottom hierarchy of animal order until Renaissance period. Found its feet when mankind evolved and when brains replaced muscle power. Today we see leaders and entrepreneurs coming out of this category and struggling to achieve like the Alpha. This has multiple reasons and factors as explained earlier. When they start out, the social dominance and economic dominance of type B beta is way below then Alpha. Therefore, they look for win-win situations and sometimes avoid any form of competition. The more advanced types playing their cards carefully based on the circumstance. The third category is the Gamma category, who have historically been lazy, lacking in skills and motivation to succeed. They factors such as relationships with life partners and the contribution to business and profession can be best ignored. We would have at least one family member, an uncle, an aunt, or even parents who is this category. Alcoholic, foodies, drug abusers, stay-at-home lazy husband and wife. We can name a few. They avoid all form of competition. Survival is the main thing that they look to focus. Primitive types live off the spouse's money and resource, while the advanced types look to survive in a company by hiding themselves or doing menial jobs. One more factor which goes hand in hand with personality types is the age factor. Depending on where we are in terms of our age and career, defines where we want to be in the growth trajectory. Depending on the personality types, we may start early or late in our life to look for that little success or larger vision. Sometimes we achieve and sometimes we won't. And there are reasons for that. If you're a person who does not like to take risk and play safe, you would walk through your life taking incremental baby steps. The growth and wealth creation trajectory fairly remaining constant. Most of us who are in jobs choose this option as this is our comfort zone. As young exuberant individuals, we show some excitement in the beginning which withers away after we reach middle age. This type of people always say, money is not important. If you focus on work, money will follow. Some of us choose to hustle and run, instead of walking. The growth and wealth creation trajectory for this personality types will be different from walkers. Some of us would like to fly, take off in life and live our dreams. This category do not allow chance, or luck, or life to show the direction. They make it happen, and the career and wealth trajectory is better than hustle runners. And there are those who start very early in life when they are young and energetic. They achieve faster growth and wealth trajectory. Even if they fail, they have a lot of age and time to pull themselves back to success path. But, does the classification of personality types with the age factor help us in understanding the limitations of type B beta against alpha? And what differentiates millionaires from billionaires and type or alpha newcomer? If we see that this hierarchy exists in the society, there should be something more at the elementary level that differentiates that. And that is the mastery of 9 evils. The level of mastery of 9 evils differentiates alpha from beta and beta from gamma. The 9 evils include the following. Identity or limited identity, smaller identity. Choosing wrong identity is the foundation of all evils. Sometimes, the identity is self-created and sometimes created by the society. Inertia or comfort zone. Inertia of body and mind, self-created weight, creates laziness, procrastination and lethargy in taking actions in life. It is caused by the physical cycles of the body. Read my book to know more or wait for my video in future. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of death, fear of other people's success. Fear has no limits and is deeply ingrained in body and mind. Self-doubt, not trusting in our abilities. Waiting to acquire enough skills to reach near perfect state to take action. The root cause of which is in self-belief and parenting. Bad habits, which make smart men become average men. Discipline and good habits is the way out. But again, this also linked to physical body cycles. Indecision, waiting for life to make our decisions or someone else make our decision and decide our fate. Inaction, waiting for life to lead us. Waiting for the right time to take action. Low vibration of body and mind. Body and mind not in sync leads to loss of health, loss wealth, loss of appetite and motivation. Immortal belief, believing that we will live long enough so that life can lead us to the path of glory and success. If the 9 evils are not consciously addressed, this would lead to, what is known in medical terms, as auto mode of body and mind. Where actions happens without conscious intervention from us to change the pattern. The pattern keeps repeating itself again and again until we no longer have the will to come out of that pattern. The concept of karma also works this way. Like everything physical is cyclical in nature, the 9 evils is also cyclical, one leading to another evil. They are intertwined and interconnected. In addition to the 9 evil within us, there are 9 evil mind outside of us who also decide our fate in our journey towards success. The root cause and the effect of these evils are one of major factor outside of us that determines how far and how big will be our success. The 9 evil is the basis on which alpha differentiates from beta and beta differentiates from alpha. But unless this is measured, there is no way to find the level of mastery of 9 evils. What if this can be measured? Yes, the mastery of 9 evils is measured with a scale of 1 to 10. I will upload a separate video explaining the scales and how to calculate for your individual requirements. In addition to the 9 evils, for personality types, there need to be a milestone to achieve. If we consider reaching millionaire zone and billionaire zone as your vision, the milestone of 1 million mark and 1 billion mark need to be defined for beta and alpha newcomer to aim and succeed. All of this is put together in a form of wealth chart. This video covers wealth chart as explained in my book. The chart identifies 4 personality types, zone or type of people, namely Type A or Alpha, Type B or Beta, Type C or Gamma. The x-axis is presented by age in years. The y-axis is represented by mastery of 9 evils with a scale of 1 to 10. UCL is upper confidence limit and LCL is lower confidence limit. The lower horizontal blue line represents escape velocity or the $1 million United States dollars mark. The upper blue line represents the orbit or the $1 billion United States dollars mark. Further in the chart you will see rock bottom and deep shit being represented. Hitting rock bottom is part of entrepreneurial journey and for those who try to go beyond the comfort zone. It is what happens when successive failures reach a tipping point. You slide and hit the rock bottom, which is characterized by extreme stress, piling up of problems and failures, path to isolation and depression, bad financial situation, losing confidence in self, betrayal of friends, business partners, and life partners. If we decide to stay at rock bottom and take no action, the muddy shitty floor underneath will pull us down to deep shit. Deep shit is characterized by shutting down of business, loss of business, legal cases, no work, no motivation, isolation of self, loneliness, depression and suicidal thoughts, distancing of friends and family, divorce and separation from partner, bad financial situation and loss of trust in our abilities. Most of us who are looking to live our dreams and create success and wealth go through rock bottom and sometimes deep shit, at least once in a lifetime. So, why do 2% of population become billionaires while others won't? What differentiates billionaires from millionaires and millionaires from alpha newcomer, beta and gamma? It is because of one single thing. That is the level of mastery of 9 evils, which is very basic and you might have heard about them independently but not understood the interlinks of how they function as evils within us. Discussed again and again and some books written on habits alone. But some of the great things happen when we master some of the elementary things. Although looks simple, these 9 evils require a great amount of time and effort to master them. For the very first time, this has been addressed in a book in such a way that you would see some of the things could come out as a revelations. Most importantly, I discuss about the root cause and effects, and the science and spiritual aspects to these evils. Do you agree? Are you ready to master the evils to find success and wealth in your life? Are you interested to create your own growth and wealth chart to see where you want to be in future? Are you interested to know how beta, alpha newcomer, millionaire and billionaire growth and wealth trajectory looks like? Wait for further videos on this channel. Like and subscribe and comment below. Follow the description box to access link to the book.